Okay, class, going online with the rest of the internet mobile advertising presentation. Per my remembrance of last Friday's class, we have been talking about clicks, and actually Miss Chernanok had done a very nice job of getting up and talking about bidding on words for search. I just want to be sure that we covered also the concept of impressions on the internet. And the way it works is that whenever the web page that your ad is on loads on someone's screen, it counts as an impression. By the way, even if your ad is at the bottom of the page and someone has to scroll down to see it, it's an impression. That's for a static ad. For video, they have to watch the video for several seconds, and then that counts as an impression. And click-through rate is, as you can see here, clicks over impressions. And for search, we really only need to talk about Google. And there are two kinds of search. There are paid listings, and there's organic search, which is done by SEO, search engine optimization. And Google captured the lion's share of the search business, kind of coming from nowhere, by having the best search algorithms and delivering the best and the fastest results for searches. And PageRank is something they use to rank websites in their searches. And it's named not for ranking pages, it's named for Larry Page, who's one of the founders of Google. It measures the importance of website pages. And you can see here, if you read down, that it counts the number and quality of links to a page to determine a rough estimate of how important the website is. And it's one of the algorithms that's used by Google in its searching. So what this means is, for earned search engine optimization, as you can see here, you want a backlink, you want a hyperlink from your website to a bunch of other sites. You also want to use important keywords for whatever your site is about. And you can test those words by buying them. Buying them on Google or using Google Analytics. You also want to have relevant content. So there are things you can do to construct your website such that it comes up on top in organic search. And then the other thing you can do is, for paid search, this is what Ms. Chernanok so ably demonstrated, picking search words, setting a daily budget, etc. And that's how that works. The link below is the self-serve page to set yourself up on Google with AdWords. So let's talk a little bit about display advertising, which is the first kind of advertising on the internet. It's basically billboards on the information superhighway, static ads, rectangular ads. And since then, it also encompasses rich media ads, which are somewhere between a static ad and a video ad. So in terms of the quality of the impression, it's better than static, perhaps not as good as video, but some people think it is as good as video because basically it's animation. Something moves in the ad, and these can often be very creative and catchy and stand out, rich media, so they cost more. The IAB, the Interactive Advertising Bureau, of which I think very highly. By the way, it's a great source for training and for all kinds of information about internet advertising and mobile advertising. One of their functions in the industry has been to standardize size of ads and all kinds of different things about ads. So they standardized banner ads, because at one point they were all different sizes. So just as in the world of out-of-home, there are basically standard sized ads. So an agency creative team knows that, you know, they don't have to do 10 different iterations of a piece of creative. The IAB standardized banner ads, and here are the standard sizes, and the number refers to pixels, which is how everything is measured size-wise on the internet. So the classic ad there is 300 pixels by 250 pixels. The first measurement is the measurement across the ad, and then the measurement from top to bottom follows that. And this is just to make the point that it's like out of home. And here we have expanding and rich media ads. I want to show you one of those. So I know, again, it's animated, it has movement. And these were done, I believe these are done by an agency called Coffee, by the way. That Coffee was the agency that was, I don't know why we don't have audio. Oh, I think because I turned off the volume, sorry. Coffee is the agency, here's some rich media ads, that was looking at acquiring Billups, remember in the phone call that you guys eavesdropped on. So Coffee, the agency here in New York, creates rich media ads. That's one of the things they do. And I apologize that we don't have sound, but you can see that it can be argued these things are different. You know, they don't really look like video. And to some degree, I think they're more effective in terms of catching your eye than video. So these are rich media ads created by Coffee. Running on your phone, running on your PC. Yeah, look at that. Okay, thank you, Coffee. Okay, I don't think we need to see this. Sounds kind of interesting, though. Okay, goodbye. Okay, oop, how do we get back to this? Hang on, everybody. Bear with me here. There we go. Okay, sponsorships are when an advertiser kind of takes over a page or takes over a website and is by far the most prominent advertiser, and there are lots of ways that can be done. And then this is native advertising. This is on Gawker.com. And it's for Acer computers. And they've written the ad in the voice or the tone of Gawker. it looks like Gawker content. And so it's pretty much the same thing as an advertorial in magazines, but native advertising sounds cooler, just the way podcast sounds cooler than radio show. Okay. And by the way, the IAB set standards for native advertising too, in terms of how far you could go, the website could go with it. Okay. Now we're talking about video and YouTube. Look at this. More video content was uploaded to YouTube in the last 2 months than if the 3 major networks have been airing new content round the clock since 1948, which is when ABC started broadcasting. You remember the networks came along in the 40s, pretty much after World War II, ABC being the last of the big 3. So lots of people, I'm sure you guys didn't even know this, use their phones to watch videos. And 71% use video sharing sites like Instagram and like YouTube. And 8 in 10 online adults who graduated from college watch or download videos. So it's moving to, video is moving to devices. This shows, this is a chart I actually got from an IAB presentation. I attended some training there a year or 2 ago and grabbed a couple of charts. This shows TV advertising spending from 2012 to 2018. TV is on top and then digital videos on the bottom. And digital TV is growing, but not as fast as digital video. Of course, somewhat similar to TV commercials, how do you get someone to watch the video until the end? With TV, you don't want them to change the channel or get up. You want them to stay and watch. But of course, with our phones, we have control right at our fingertips in terms of whether we're going to watch a video, the whole video, and how is this addressed. I don't want to dwell on this Hive, this company that I had worked at. Don't recall how much. I don't think I've talked to you guys about this yet too much. Well, let me just do a little top line setting up, okay? Hive, which stands for how you view entertainment. By the way, it's an awful brand name because if you Google Hive, H-Y-V-E, you'll find about 50 companies named H-Y-V-E and another million named H-I-V-E. And as a result, they had the URL for their website is thinkhive.com. So just bad branding. I think it's a shame to go out and sell your wares and be a B2B player in the advertising world and not even know how to do good branding. But anyway, I told them that once and twice, and then that was the end of it. I was quiet after that. Hive, senior management has contacts in the hotel, hospitality industry, and they signed up Choice Hotel Group, and you can see the brands there: Comfort Inn, Sleep Inn, Quality Inn, Clarion. It's a big outfit. They have 5,000, actually about 5,500 now, hotels just in the U.S. And what they're doing is running ads on hotel media properties that had not had ads on them before. For instance, the Wi-Fi landing page. When you check into the hotel, you could buy ads on it. And that's what we want to talk about today. So I'm not going to talk about the set-top box. So this is the login video. And so I sold the first paying advertiser on the video or on the Wi-Fi landing page. It was Hulu. And we're going to talk about that now.